Hi, I'm Ben.
And I'm Brooke.
And this is What's Happening? A win in the Florida primary by Mitt Romney may have been in part due to his opponent, Newt Gingrich's overly aggressive campaign tactics. One such tactic had Gingrich making robocalls to voters claiming that Romney had once vetoed a bill that effectively took kosher meals away from Holocaust survivors. Gingrich, on the other hand, has obviously never vetoed a meal in his life.
Last week, President Obama gave his annual State of the Union speech. In a part where he was advocating a ban on congressional insider trading, a man suddenly shouted, "No! No!" Later, a freshman Democrat confessed to shouting during the speech, but he said that it wasn't because he opposed the president's ban, but because he found out that Dick Cheney is actually his father. Could this mean that the Republicans are actually the Sith?
Could Newt Gingrich be the emperor?
Is the moon base just a cover-up for a Death Star prototype?
Or, a more likely conspiracy theory, does Newt Gingrich just want cheese?
It's cheese.
He thinks it's cheese.
He wants cheese.
A recent study has shown that individuals with low IQs are also more likely to hold conservative beliefs and to form prejudices.
In related news, it's been shown that fruits that are lemons are likely to be yellow and sour. In cookie news, a recent conservative newsletter is advocating a ban on Girl Scout cookies on the grounds of their support of the gay community. This has backfired, however, as many members of the LGBT community, as well as their supporters, have been buying the cookie in huge amounts. We here at What's Happenin' wanted to show our support for this campaign, so we came up with a few new cookie names ourselves. Dulce de leche,
Tagadongs,
Thin Men,
and Do-si-dos, which doesn't need changing at all to be gay. Well, as you know, the Super Bowl is this upcoming Sunday, and we at What's Happening have hired two expert analysts who live the game to come and share their thoughts on their favorite team. Unfortunately, we made the hiring decision a month ago, predicting the outcome, and perhaps we were a little optimistic. Here with us for coverage of the AFC is Blake Johnson. Blake is from Boston, Massachusetts, and has been a Pats fan his whole life.
The Patriots are wicked awesome. I love these guys. Tom Brady!
And here to give us some insight onto the NFC is Devin Landry. Devin is from New Orleans, Louisiana, and will be telling us all about the New York Giants.
Yeah.
Well, all right, Blake, we'll start with you. Why are the Pats going to win the Super Bowl?
Well, basically 2 words. Tom Patrick Edward Brady Jr. This guy is part tactician, part football war machine, and part Greek pristine god. This guy doesn't make plays, he creates them in his own image.
Yeah, that's nice. But there's a lot of great players on the Patriots. I mean, what do you think about Wes Welker?
I guess Wes Welker's pretty good. Let me tell you about this time Tom Brady turned water into wine, then turned that wine into a 37-yard touchdown while he taught monkeys to read Braille.
We'll come back to that. Devin, how are the Giants going to win this game?
Score touchdowns. Don't let the other team score touchdowns. Have good special teams.
Well, that seems a little vague, huh, Devin?
What, you want specifics? Alright, how about this for specifics? Eli Manning should burn in hell. The only team that deserves to go to this Super Bowl is the Saints. They had the most offensive yards the whole season, the most passing yards the whole season. They were breaking records other teams couldn't even imagine. And then the 49ers come out of nowhere and beat them? What is this, the 80s? I hope the Giants burn.
Well, that shouldn't be a problem. For Tom Brady, it'll be a breeze.
Making fun of the Saints?
Let's all just take a timeout.
All I know is your quarterback broke one record this season, and that was set by that guy from that Ace Ventura movie.
Alright. Who'd that say they're gonna kick your ass? Me!
Oh, all right. Thanks for coming out. You guys enjoy the Super Bowl.
I love you, Tom Brady! I love you!
The New York Times reported police in East Connecticut have been coming under fire for racially profiling the area's growing Hispanic population, which raises the question, why does East Connecticut have a growing Hispanic population?
Google has announced its plans for a new privacy policy which will affect the way that it collects user data, including personal searches, to make better recommendations. Some users, however, are skeptical that this may violate privacy. To have a look at what they mean, let's look at some celebrity movie recommendations and see what we can't figure out about the celebrity searches.
For instance, Lady Gaga was suggested The Crying Game.
Chris Brown was suggested The Fighter.
Justin Bieber was recommended New Year's Eve. This one's a little more confusing. Let's see if it says why. He searched When Will Balls Drop?
Yeah. And finally, Newt Gingrich was suggested Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Now, this one's also kind of tough. Maybe because it's an older film. Oh, no, it's because he's been searching Casual Encounter for my third time.
We know it's been more than 3 times.
Come on, Newt. Now, as many of you know, the invasive internet privacy bills SOPA and PIPA have died on the Congress and Senate floor, respectively. However, there is a new bill out of Europe called ACTA that President Obama has already expressed his support for. Now, here's what you need to know about battling internet censorship. Threatens our very personal liberty.
Well, thanks for joining us. Be sure to check out our commentary on Super Bowl 46.
And come on back and see us next week. I'm Ben.
And I'm Brooke.
And that's What's Happenin'.